Attraction isn't some magical force. It's actually a strategy, and most men completely misunderstand it. Chasing after a woman doesn't make her want you more. Constantly proving how much you care won't make her stay. And explaining how nice you are or how different you are from other guys won't earn you her respect. If you keep finding yourself stuck in the same pattern, you're the one always texting first, replying quickly, trying to be funny, kind, available, and yet she still drifts away, becomes distant, or loses interest, then this message will change how you approach everything. We're not here to talk about cheesy pickup lines. We're not teaching you tricks or how to fake confidence. This goes deeper. It's about how you carry yourself, how you position your presence, and how you show up in a way that builds genuine attraction, without needing to chase, act desperate, or pretend to be something you're not. This is about the kind of advice Carl Jung might have given if he were helping men today. Not teaching them how to manipulate, but how to stand in their own strength. Because in the world of relationships, real power is quiet. It doesn't ask for attention. It doesn't run after validation. It doesn't try to convince anyone. It simply is. Calm, self-assured, and rare. That kind of presence draws people in naturally. This isn't about playing games. It's about having real clarity. It's about becoming the type of man who earns respect without begging for it, who creates a sense of tension without trying, who doesn't wait to be picked, because he's already chosen himself. In this message, you're going to discover 5 principles inspired by Jung that can shift how women experience you, both face-to-face and online. We're going to go over specific actions that create pull instead of pressure, desire instead of dependence, and curiosity instead of boredom. And by the time we're done, you won't just see why what you were doing wasn't working. You'll know exactly what to change. Let's begin with the first idea. Be someone she can't fully figure out. Here's the reality. Most men never learn this. Predictability kills attraction. When a woman knows what you're going to say, how fast you'll respond, how you'll react every time, there's no mystery left. And when there's no mystery, there's no magnetism. Jung once said that people don't respect what they completely understand. They respect what they can't fully predict. If you're always too open about your feelings, constantly giving her praise without her earning it, you don't create interest, you give her control. And when she feels in charge of the connection, she doesn't feel the need to pursue. In real life, don't be the guy who shares everything about himself on the first date. Don't text her, "Good morning," every single day before she's shown genuine consistency. Don't panic text her just because she hasn't responded for a few hours. Give it space. Reply when it's right. Let silence speak for you sometimes. Because when she doesn't always know what's going on in your mind, she starts thinking about you more. That's where the power is. Online, your presence should feel rare and valuable. If she sees you posting every hour, constantly commenting on every girl's video, always active, it doesn't draw her in. It turns her off. Think like Jung's. Perception creates influence. Less is more. One strong post. A clean, sharp profile. A story that makes her stop scrolling. That's all you need. You don't want her thinking, "Wow, he's always online." You want her wondering, "What's he doing right now?" This doesn't mean you should disappear completely. It just means your online presence should reflect your growth, not your need for attention. Share your world, your wins, your journey, but don't spill every emotion or every thought, especially when it's coming from loneliness or insecurity. In a noisy world, being selective is powerful. Another point, stop feeling the need to constantly explain yourself or defend everything you do. Carl Jung said the smartest way to judge a leader is by looking at the people around him. But we can go deeper than that. In your world, the way you present yourself to women shows them exactly how they should treat you. If you're always trying to explain why you said something, apologizing for every small thing, or defending your actions to prove you're not like other guys, you're creating a dynamic where she holds the power and you're seeking her approval. That doesn't pull her in. It makes her feel like she has to carry the connection. In everyday moments, say something confident, and if she gives you a funny look, don't shrink. Smile and tell her, "You'll figure me out later." If she asks why you didn't reply right away, you can simply say, "I don't rush things that matter." You don't have to defend your pace or your silence. You have to own it. Real confidence isn't loud. It's being okay with being misunderstood sometimes. A man who doesn't always explain himself creates a sense of mystery, and women chase what they can't quite define. Now let's talk about emotional control. You can care deeply. You can be kind, thoughtful, and romantic. But don't be emotionally needy. When every sweet word from her melts you, when she pulls back and you spiral into overthinking, when your emotions rise and fall based on her mood, that's not romantic. That's being reactive. From a Carl Jung perspective, that gives her all the leverage. She now knows your peace depends on how she behaves. That's when the connection becomes unbalanced. She doesn't have to try, and you're doing all the work. Instead, be emotionally selective. Give compliments when they're earned. Mirror her energy instead of giving more than she offers. Don't pretend you don't care. Just stop giving everything to someone who's only half in. Real example, if she gets cold through text, don't chase with a long message. Just slow down your response time. If she cancels plans last minute, don't get upset. Say no worries and move on. Attraction isn't about being there for everything. It's about making her wonder which parts of you she really gets access to. Now for the final key. Build your inner world so she feels lucky to even have your attention. This is the real shift. Most guys chase because they're not building anything in their life. Their time isn't filled with purpose. Their focus is scattered. Their emotions revolve around a girl they barely know. But Jung would laugh at that. Because the strongest kind of attraction comes when someone senses that you're already whole. You don't need anyone, but you still choose them. When you're building something, your fitness, your mindset, your craft, you stop reaching out of boredom. You stop giving your time away freely. You stop needing validation. You begin to move with purpose. And women notice. They see the difference between a guy who's always available and a guy who's on a mission. Online, it shows in what you share. In person, it shows in how you carry yourself. When your life is already full, you don't have to pretend to be mysterious. Your energy speaks for itself. Let's make this practical, because understanding concepts is one thing, but applying them is what changes everything. Picture this. You're on a date, and she tries to test you by saying, "You probably say that to every girl." Don't argue. Just smirk and reply, "I don't say much." That one moment shifts everything. Online, if she sees your message and doesn't reply, don't triple text. Post something of value. Stay quiet. Let the silence do the talking. In a situationship, she starts pulling away and you're tempted to give more. Don't. Hold your energy back, not to punish her, but to protect your own value. Out in public, at the gym, in class, wherever, don't be the loudest or the flashiest. Just move with calm focus. That quiet confidence, the way you hold yourself, the stillness, the purpose, that's what gets noticed. And before we wrap up, there's one final truth. Most people never figure this out, and it's exactly why they stay stuck in a cycle of chasing and confusion. If there's only one thing you remember from all of this, let it be this: power doesn't chase. It shapes the room. When you stop trying to convince someone to pick you, and you start living like someone who already picked himself, who's already committed to his purpose, his growth, his peace, everything changes. She senses it. She feels the shift. Because you're not out here begging for attention. You're becoming the kind of man who creates gravity. So stop asking, how can I get her to want me? Start asking, how can I carry myself in a way that makes her curious? How can I become so steady, so centered, that she doesn't even understand why she can't stop thinking about me? That's not magic. That's pure, intentional strategy. If this message connected with you, don't just sit with it. Drop a comment, even a few words. It'll help you remember it and might help someone else. Hit that like button if you found value here, and share this with someone who could use it today. Trust your gut. We're all out here trying to grow stronger from the inside. Let's build minds that never crack.